First Reformed is a 2017 American drama film written and directed by Paul Schrader. It stars Ethan Hawke, Amanda Seyfried, and Cedric Kyles, and follows a Protestant minister struggling with his faith while serving as pastor of a dwindling historic church in upstate New York. First Reformed was screened at the 74th Venice International Film Festival on August 31, 2017, and was released in the United States on May 18, 2018, by A24. The film was acclaimed by critics, who gave specific praise to Hawke's performance and Schrader's screenplay and direction. First Reformed was chosen by both the National Board of Review and American Film Institute as one of the top 10 films of 2018. Schrader's screenplay won at the Critics' Choice Awards, and was nominated at both the Independent Spirit Awards and the Academy Awards. At the Independent Spirit Awards, First Reformed also received nominations for Best Film, Best Director. It won Best Male Lead for Hawke. Early life. Hawke was born in 1970 in Austin, Texas, to Leslie, a charity worker, and James Hawke, an insurance actuary. Hawke's parents were high school sweethearts in Fort Worth, Texas, and married young, when Hawke's mother was 17. Hawke was born a year later. Hawke's parents were both students at the University of Texas at Austin at the time of his birth. They separated and later divorced in 1974, when he was 4 years old. After the separation, Hawke was raised by his mother. The two relocated several times, before settling in New York City, where Hawke attended the Packer Collegiate Institute in Brooklyn Heights. Hawke's mother remarried when he was 10 and the family moved to West Windsor Township, New Jersey. There, Hawke attended the public West Windsor Plainsboro High School. He later transferred to the Hun School of Princeton, a secondary boarding school, from which he graduated in 1988. In high school, Hawke aspired to be a writer, but developed an interest in acting. He made his stage debut at age 13, in a production at the MacArthur Theatre of George Bernard Shaw's St. Joan. He also performed in West Windsor Plainsboro High School productions of Meet Me in St. Louis and You Can't Take It With You. At the Hun School, he took acting classes at the MacArthur Theatre, located on the Princeton campus. After graduation from high school, he studied acting at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, dropping out after he was cast in Dead Poets Society. He enrolled in New York University's English program for 2 years, but dropped out to pursue other acting roles. Career. 1980s, early years and I Dead Poets Society/I. None. 1990s, I Reality Bites/I, and I Before Sunrise/I. None. 2000s, I Training Day/I, and I Before Sunset/I. None. 2010s, I Before Midnight/I, I Boyhood/I, I First Reformed/I. None. 2020s, continued work. In 2019, Hawke and Jason Blum adapted the book The Good Lord Bird into the miniseries based on the same name, which premiered on October 4, 2020, on Showtime. He stars as abolitionist John Brown alongside Daveed Diggs, Ella Coltrane, and includes an appearance of Maya Hawke. In the 2020 biographical film Tesla, he plays the title character, inventor, and engineer Nikola Tesla. His third novel, A Bright Ray of Darkness, was published in February 2021. In 2022, Hawke starred as the primary villain Arthur Harrow in the Disney and streaming series Moon Knight, produced by Marvel Studios, and as serial killer of children The Grabber in the Blumhouse feature, The Black Phone. The latter marked Hawke's 9th collaboration with Blumhouse. Also that year, he appeared in Robert Eggers' The Northman, a 10th-century Viking epic which was filmed in Ireland, alongside Nicole Kidman, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Willem Dafoe. In 2022, Hawke's six-part biographical documentary on Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward, The Last Movie Stars, was broadcast on HBO Max. Hawke also voiced Bruce Wayne/Batman in the animated children's television series Batwheels. Stage career. Hawke has described theater as his first love, a place where he is free to be more creative. Hawke made his Broadway debut in 1992, portraying the playwright Konstantin Treplev in Anton Chekhov's The Seagull at the Lyceum Theatre in Manhattan. The following year Hawke was a co-founder and the artistic director of Malaparte, a Manhattan theater company, which survived until 2000. Outside the New York stage, Hawke made an appearance in a 1995 production of Sam Shepard's Buried Child, directed by Gary Sinise at the Steppenwolf Theatre in Chicago. In 1999, he starred as Kilroy in the Tennessee Williams play Camino Real at the Williamstown Theatre Festival in Massachusetts. Hawke returned to Broadway in Jack O'Brien's 2003 production of Henry IV, playing Henry Percy. New York Magazine wrote, "Ethan Hawke's Hotspur is a compelling, ardent creation." Ben Brantley of the New York Times reported that Hawke's interpretation of Hotspur might be too contemporary for some tastes, but allowed great fun to watch as he fumes and fulminates. In 2005, Hawke starred in the off-Broadway revival of David Raby's dark comedy Hurly-Burly. The New York Times critic Brantley praised Hawke's performance as the central character Eddie, reporting that he captures with merciless precision the sense of a sharp mind turning flaccid. The performance earned Hawke a Lucille Lortel Award nomination for Outstanding Lead Actor. From November 2006 to May 2007, Hawke starred as Mikhail Bakunin in Tom Stoppard's trilogy play The Coast of Utopia, an 8-hour-long production at the Lincoln Center Theatre in New York. The Los Angeles Times complimented Hawke's take on Bakunin, writing, "Ethan Hawke buzzes in and out as Bakunin, a strangely appealing enthusiast on his way to becoming a famous anarchist." The performance earned Hawke his first Tony Award nomination for Best Featured Actor in a Play. In November 2007, he directed Things We Want, a 2-act play by Jonathan Mark Sherman, for the artist-driven off-Broadway company The New Group. The play has 4 characters played by Paul Dano, Peter Dinklage, Josh Hamilton, and Zoe Kazan. New York Magazine praised Hawke's understated direction, particularly his ability to steer a gifted cast away from the histrionics. The following year, Hawke received the Michael Mendelsohn Award for Outstanding Commitment to the Theatre. In his acceptance speech, Hawke said, "I don't know why they're honoring me. I think the real reason they are honoring me is to help raise money for the theatre company. Whenever the economy gets hit hard, one of the first thing to go is people's giving, and last on that list of things people give to is the arts because they feel it's not essential. I guess I'm here to remind people that the arts are essential to our mental health as a country." In 2009, Hawke appeared in 2 plays under British director Sam Mendes, as Trofimov in Chekhov's The Cherry Orchard and as Autolycus in Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale. The 2 productions, launched in New York as part of the Bridge Project, went on an 8-month tour in 6 countries. The Cherry Orchard won a mixed review from the New York Daily News, which wrote, "Ethan Hawke fits the image of the mangy student Trofimov, but one wishes he didn't speak with a perennial frog in his throat." Hawke's performance in The Winter's Tale was better received, earning him a Drama Desk Award nomination for Outstanding Featured Actor in a Play. In January 2010, Hawke directed his second play, A Lie of the Mind, by Sam Shepard on the New York stage. It was the first major off-Broadway revival of the play since its 1985 premiere. Hawke said that he was drawn to the play's take on the nature of reality, and its weird juxtaposition of humor and mysticism. In his review for the New York Times, Ben Brantley noted the production's scary, splendid clarity, and praised Hawke for eliciting a performance that connoisseurs of precision acting will be savoring for years to come. Entertainment Weekly commented that although A Lie of the Mind wobbles a bit in its late stages, Hawke's hearty revival managed to resurrect the spellbinding uneasiness of the original. The production garnered 5 Lucille Lortel Award nominations including Outstanding Revival, and earned Hawke a Drama Desk Award nomination for Outstanding Director of a Play. Hawke next starred in the off-Broadway premiere of a new play, Tommy Nohilly's Blood from a Stone, from December 2010 to February 2011. The play was not a critical success, but Hawke's portrayal of the central character Travis earned positive feedback. The New York Times said he was remarkably good at communicating the buried sensitivity beneath Travis's veneer of wary resignation. A contributor from the New York Post noted it was Hawke's best performance in years. Hawke won an Obie Award for his role in Blood from a Stone. The following year Hawke played the title role in Chekhov's Ivanov at the Classic Stage Company. In early 2013, he starred in and directed a new play Clive, inspired by Bertolt Brecht's Baal and written by Jonathan Mark Sherman. Later that year, he played the title role in a Broadway production of Macbeth at the Lincoln Center Theatre, but his performance failed to win over the critics, with the New York Post calling it underwhelming for showing untimely restraint in a flashy production. In 2019, Hawke returned to Broadway in the revival of Sam Shepard's True West, CO starring Paul Dano. The show was met with critical acclaim. It received the critics' pick from the New York Times. The show's previews began on December 27, 2018, and officially opened January 24, 2019, closing on March 17, 2019. Hawke is a member of the Labyrinth Theatre Company. Personal life. Hawke lives in Boerum Hill, a Brooklyn neighborhood in New York City, and owns a small island in Nova Scotia, Canada. He is a second cousin twice removed of Tennessee Williams on his father's side. Hawke's maternal grandfather, Howard Lemuel Green, served 5 terms in the Texas legislature, served as the elected Tarrant County judge in Texas from 1967 to 1975, and was also a minor league baseball commissioner. Family. On May 1, 1998, Hawke married actress Uma Thurman, whom he had met on the set of Gattaca in 1996. They have 2 children, Maya and Lavon Roan Thurman Hawke. The couple separated in 2003 amid allegations of Hawke's infidelity, and filed for divorce the following year. The divorce was finalized in August 2005. In 2008, Hawke married Ryan Shaw Hughes, who had briefly worked as a nanny to his and Thurman's children before graduating from Columbia University. Dismissing speculation about their relationship, Hawke said, "My marriage disintegrated due to many pressures, none of which were remotely connected to Ryan. They have 2 daughters." Beliefs. Hawke identifies as a feminist and has criticized the movie business Such a Boys Club. He has also spoken in support of Colin Kaepernick and individual rights. Philanthropy. Hawke has served as a CO chair of the New York Public Library's Young Lions Committee, one of New York's major philanthropic boards. In 2001, Hawke CO founded the Young Lions Fiction Award, an annual prize for achievements in fiction by writers under 35. In November 2010, he was honored as a Library Lion by the New York Public Library. In May 2016, Hawke joined the library's Board of Trustees. Politics. Hawke supports the Democratic Party, and supported Bill Bradley, John Kerry, Barack Obama, and Hillary Clinton for President of the United States in 2000, 2004, 2008, and 2016, respectively. He is also a supporter of gay rights. In March 2011, he and his wife released a video supporting same-sex marriage in New York. In an October 2012 interview, Hawke said that he prefers great art to politics, explaining that his preference shows how little he cares about the latter. I think about the first people of our generation to do great art. I see Michael Chabon write a great book. When I see Philip Seymour Hoffman do Death of a Salesman last year, I see people of my generation being fully realized in their work, and I find that really kind of exciting. But politics? I don't know. Paul Ryan is certainly not my man. Filmography. Film. Television. Theater.